Han Fang is seen discussing recent events with Brother Lai and a girl, questioning if a committee member had been beaten up. Brother Lai responds confidently, stating that the individual may be stubborn but refuses to back down. The group marches forward with weapons under someone's influence, seemingly heading for a confrontation with Lai Zhenghao, preparing for a violent clash. Lai Zhenghao brutally defeats the attacking group, leaving their leader bloodied and unconscious, showcasing his overwhelming strength and determination. Following this victory, Lai Zhenghao gathers a new group of loyal followers, among whom 2 individuals are particularly formidable. One of Lai Zhenghao's new recruits, named Zhang Yongyu, was previously a fan of his, renowned for his swift rise to fame in underground boxing. Another recruit, Jin Zhongzai, is a fervent admirer of Lai Zhenghao. With monstrous strength that seems almost unnatural, his imposing physique and sheer power make him a terrifying ally. With the help of Zhang Yongyu and Jin Zhongzai, Lai Zhenghao establishes a formidable presence in the neighborhood, building a faction that thrives on power and fear. Together, they strongly oppose a fake ally, ensuring no betrayal goes unnoticed. Back at the meeting, Brother Lai explains that the other faction's leader is trying to shift blame and is willing to go to any lengths to seize Han Fang's resources. The group discusses their plans, with Han Fang suspecting that even involving others was a last-minute decision. Han Fang reflects on the situation, realizing that the faction leader must have reached out to Brother Lai out of desperation, indicating things aren't going well on their end either. Suddenly, a strange noise interrupts their conversation, drawing their attention. Brother Lai and Han Fang immediately become alert, wondering what the source of the sound could be. The girl checks her phone and informs the group with a serious expression. "Someone is here." Han Fang and Brother Lai exchange tense looks, immediately bracing themselves for trouble. Meanwhile, outside the building, a group of heavily armed individuals gathers near the entrance, their movements captured on a surveillance camera. Zhang points towards the door, signaling their next move as the tension escalates. Han Fang takes charge, announcing that he will power up the door to strengthen their defenses. Brother Lai looks on with concern, understanding the urgency of the situation. As Han Fang moves towards the door, the girl grabs his sleeve, silently pleading for him to stay cautious. The girl mentions smelling something burnt, causing Han Fang to pause and look at her in concern, as he seems to hint at an impending danger. Before they can react, a sudden explosion rocks the room, throwing Han Fang and Brother Lai off balance. Both are flung across the room as the force of the blast catches them off guard. Han Fang recovers from the blast, angered by the audacity of their attackers. He shouts in frustration, vowing not to let this slide. The girl calmly explains that the attackers likely used a localized explosive with limited power. Han Fang is surprised by her knowledge, while Brother Lai dismissively refers to the attackers as a bunch of amateurs. Outside, the attackers regroup near the door, their leader noticing something unusual. He pauses and alerts the group to a detail, suggesting there might be more to the situation than they anticipated. Hyona points out that their supposed ally has brought someone else along, recognizing the individual as an acquaintance of their target. Han Fang urgently warns Brother Lai to step away from the door as he rushes to handle the situation himself. His quick movements show his determination to protect everyone inside. Suddenly, he dashes towards the entrance, shouting with urgency the gravity of the impending danger they face. As one of the attackers attempts to force the door open, he is struck by a powerful electric shock. The others recoil in shock as he collapses to the ground, convulsing from the electricity. Zhang steps forward, observing the incapacitated man in silence. He is recalculating their next move in light of this unexpected resistance. He orders one of his men to place explosives at the intersection of the door and the wall, this time using 2 packs for maximum impact. The subordinate nods and moves to carry out the task with precision. The explosives are carefully attached to the door, their red lights blinking ominously. The explosives detonate with a massive blast, sending debris and flames flying in every direction. The intense explosion shakes the entire structure. Despite the destruction, the door remains intact, barely scratched, and surrounded by cracks in the wall. The failed attempt leaves the attackers in disbelief at the door's resilience. One of the attackers reports to Zhang that the door still hasn't been breached despite the powerful explosion. Frustration is evident as their efforts continue to fail against the reinforced barrier. The leader steps forward in silence, analyzing the situation with a cold and calculating gaze. The leader deduces that there's nothing wrong with the explosives themselves. He realizes that the occupants must have set up advanced defenses beforehand, complicating their attempts. Determined, he decides to escalate the attack, ordering 3 charges to be combined for the next detonation. He instructs his team to target a specific area, vowing to keep increasing the power until they succeed. The leader, resolute, declares that they must breach the house by the end of the day, his tone leaving no room for failure. His determination sets the stakes even higher for the attackers. Meanwhile, inside, Han Fang and Brother Lai reinforce their barricade with furniture and laugh nervously. Despite the tense situation, they maintain a sense of humor, preparing for the next assault. A deafening explosion shakes the barricade, causing Han Fang and Brother Lai to shield themselves as the blast rattles their makeshift defenses. The relentless pressure from outside grows stronger with each attempt. Han Fang shouts to Brother Lai, asking if he has noticed the explosions getting louder and more powerful. Brother Lai, barely able to hear through the noise, yells back in confusion. Han Fang, startled by the loud noises, questions what's happening as the tension in the room rises. Brother Lai quickly alerts him, pointing out that the walls are beginning to crack under the pressure. In a hurry, the two scramble to reinforce their barricade further. Brother Lai urges Han Fang to grab more items to block the breach, their urgency increasing with every passing moment. Han Fang observes the growing cracks and worries that the structure won't hold much longer under the continued assault. The situation is becoming increasingly dire as the barricade begins to falter. Realizing the barricade is no longer effective, Han Fang urgently tells Brother Lai to clear everything out, claiming he has a plan. Brother Lai, though confused and hesitant, follows Han Fang's instructions as time runs out. The girl steps forward and offers to help move the barricade, surprising both Han Fang and Brother Lai with her determination. Brother Lai, taken aback, dismisses her involvement and tells her to return to her room. However, the girl confidently demonstrates her powers by lifting a block with energy, leaving them both stunned. Brother Lai steps back in shock as the girl confidently manipulates a glowing orb of energy in her hands. His astonished reaction highlights his disbelief at her unexpected power. With a swift motion, the woman unleashes her energy, sending debris flying across the room. The force of her action clears the barricade, leaving both Han Fang and Brother Lai momentarily speechless. The woman stands confidently with her energy orb glowing brightly, declaring that the task is complete. Han Fang and Brother Lai watch in stunned silence, unsure of how to process her power. Brother Lai, still in disbelief, comments on the terrifying nature of the orb as he watches it absorb everything in its path. Han Fang steps forward, summoning a powerful purple energy around his hands. The sudden display of his abilities surprises Brother Lai, who watches in awe and confusion. Using his energy, he carefully softens the wall, attempting to restructure it just as he had done before. He concentrates on controlling the energy within a defined range, aware that over-hardening could make the process even more difficult. He focuses intensely, realizing this is the perfect moment to act. His eyes narrow as determination fuels his next move, knowing the timing must be flawless. He channels his energy between the wall and the barrier, creating a dual flow of green and purple light. The powerful aura envelops the area, showcasing the full extent of his abilities as he works to stabilize the structure. He observes the results of his technique as the door and wall stabilize under the combined effect of green and purple light. The method not only reinforces the structure, but also repairs the damage. Brother Lai stares in astonishment, asking if Han Fang's abilities are some form of magic or superpower. Han Fang, still catching his breath, hesitates and admits that it's hard to explain. Brother Lai suddenly shouts for everyone to get down, sensing imminent danger. His urgency causes Han Fang and the girl to react instinctively. The three of them duck and cover their ears as a powerful explosion shakes the area. The shockwave reverberates through the hallway, leaving them momentarily stunned but unharmed. Han Fang stares at the damaged door, frustration evident on his face as he exclaims in disbelief. Despite his earlier efforts to reinforce it, the door's cracks have reappeared, showing the strain of the explosion. The girl observes the scene intently, pointing out that the explosives are now placed at the base of the door. Brother Lai clenches his teeth as he mutters to himself, realizing that no matter how much they try to reinforce the door, it might be futile against the relentless attacks. Han Fang steps forward with a determined expression, telling the others he has a risky plan and asking if they trust him to take the lead. The girl, with a thoughtful expression, nods in agreement, signaling her trust in his plan. Brother Lai, with an irritated expression, questions her hesitation, urging her to act quickly. Han Fang takes charge, instructing the others to follow his plan, his back turned as he exudes determination.